Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the Renaissance spreads, our last kind of topic here before we move into the Reformation. So our objectives and standards: to understand how the Renaissance impacted other locations, and to analyze the impact of the printing press on society. And take a moment there to read the standards if you would please. And our desired result. What were the results of the spread of the Renaissance? So the spread of the Renaissance. Europe had been reduced in population by the Black Death in the mid-1300s, otherwise known as the bubonic plague, right? Now the Renaissance began in Italy because it recovered fairly quickly and began a creative upswing. Upswing means like increase. Now Northern Europe, places like England, France, Germany, they're not going to enjoy the economic growth and creativity of the Renaissance until after 1450. In Northern Europe, though, it began in Flanders, which is a region today better known as France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. And it was a center of trade for Northern Europe, from which the Renaissance would spread to other areas such as Spain, Germany, and England. So Northern Renaissance painters. In the 1400s, Jan van Eyck was a talented artist who painted townspeople as well as religious scenes. He also developed a new technique for using oil paint, which allowed for strong colors and a hard-surfaced paint that would last for centuries. Another painter in the 1500s was Peter Bruegel. He used vibrant colors to display scenes of peasant life, but also religious and classical themes. He also became known as Bruegel, the peasant, because he painted a lot of peasants. Later artists would also follow in his footsteps of painting ordinary people in their daily lives. So this here is a picture by Jan van Eyck. You can see the detail. Again, like we've talked about in the Renaissance, looks very realistic and things like that. Also using oil painting, I believe, in this portrait. And then here we have Peter Bruegel's, which again, showing peasants, not just focusing on the religious or the wealthy, but focusing on people in their daily lives and, ordinary functions and things like that. So the influence of Albrecht Durer. So he's sometimes called a German Leonardo because Albrecht Durer was the most influential artist of the Northern Renaissance. Now, he was a German painter and printmaker. You can see what they believe to be a self-portrait of him there, who studied the works and techniques of Italian artists. Durer then used these techniques in his own artwork. He was well known for his engravings. You can see one of them here, a method of making prints from metal plates with acid. And the engravings and paintings by Albrecht Durer showed also religious upheaval of the times as well. So Desiderius Erasmus and Sir Thomas More, some writers we're going to talk about. So Desiderius Erasmus, he was a priest and great Dutch humanist. His picture is right there for you. And he translated the Bible into different forms, including the vernacular. He actually challenged the Catholic Church views and beliefs, and we'll talk more about some of that with him as we get to the Reformation later. He also wrote in praise of folly, which made comical the immoral and ignorant behavior of people. But he also urged people to be open-minded and show goodwill towards others. We have Sir Thomas More down here. He was an English humanist and actually a friend of Erasmus. He is going to press for social and economic reforms. He described an ideal society where men and women live in harmony in his book Utopia. You may have heard the phrase utopia before, where in the world today, utopia means an ideal society. There's no crime, everybody's equal, so that was one thing that he was focused on as well. So, Francois Rabelais and William Shakespeare. Francois Rabelais, he was a French humanist who was also a monk, a physician, circling his picture there for you, scholar and author. He also wrote in the French vernacular, or native language, and his story Gargantua and Patungulu tell of two gentle giants in a comic tale. So it's a comedy story, but the characters also offer opinions on religion, education, and other subjects. and you probably heard this name before, but William Shakespeare right down here. He was an English poet and playwright. He wrote 37 plays that are still performed today, and he expressed universal themes in realistic settings, such as romance, comedy, power, and authority, all things that common people and ordinary people could connect with and understand. His characters in his plays also spoke a common language that everyday people could understand and enjoy. He wrote comedies, he wrote romances and historical plays, things like Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, some other political plays such as Julius Caesar and things like that. And Shakespeare is also credited with adding words to the English language such as generous, lonely, and others. So changes by the printing press. Breakthrough technology is going to allow for the creativity of the Renaissance to spread further. So in 1456, Johannes Gutenberg in Mainz, Germany, his picture's right there for you, printed a complete edition of the Christian Bible using a printing press with movable type, meaning you could move the letters around to print something. In a few years, should say years, sorry, that typo again, printing presses began to spread around Europe. Okay, and the printing press will also allow for more printing so that materials could circulate easier. The world is going to change. A new era of book publishing began with the creation of the printing press. More books are going to be printed on very many different topics, and it also allowed for the production of cheaper and easier books, so people will be able to afford them and be buying them. People will begin to read and learn more as well. So the printing press will also help spread the Reformation and religious changes that we're going to talk about very soon here that will come to Europe as well. So our closure, what were the results of the spread of the Renaissance? Think about some of the art changes, think about some of the writing changes, also what impact did the printing press play in that, and that will help you answer your question. Alright, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Please remember to include this in your weekly summary, and hope to talk to you all soon.